Babe's number one, there's no question.
He was one of the very greatest hitters ever.
The 1932 series is Babe's last, yet it produces his greatest moment.
Babe Ruth in 1932 either did or did not call his shot off Charlie Root.
Yeah. Oh, what a moment.
I'll never forget, it was a tough series. Both clubs riding each other, doing everything to get each other's goat. Well, at this one particular time when I went to bat, Charlie Root was pitching.
Yelling from the Cub dugout was positively sulphurous, as well as from the fans. They were in on this. This was a Chicago crowd, and they were throwing things and yelling, and Ruth was standing in the batter's box, yelling back at them between pitches.
And the first pitch ball was a called strike. Well, I thought it was outside and didn't like it very much.
More yelling, back and forth. Strike two, more yelling.
Well, I didn't like that one either, so I let it go by. Well, I stepped out of the box, and by that time they were over there going crazy.
The volume coming from the stands was so loud that some of the Cub players were running out of the dugout and cupping their hands around their mouths to make sure Ruth heard them. And then he makes his famous gesture.
Well, I looked down at center field and I pointed. I said, I'm going to hit the next pitch ball right past the flagpole. Well, good Lord, must have been with me.
I have seen the motion picture film which they brought up, made by some amateur, which seems to have Babe Ruth's arm in motion. I don't know whether he called it or not.
Gabby Hartman was a catcher. He was right there. He knew what was going on. Said, no, he wasn't pointing to the stands. He's pointing to the bench and talking back to the bench because they were riding him pretty hard. He just pointed two fingers at the dugout and said, that's only two strikes. He wasn't pointing. He was pointing to the dugout. Well, it made a great story.
A lot of people have said he didn't, and it's going to be one of those things for the rest of our lives. Did he or did he not? I would say he did. I saw him point the bat out. I would say he called it.
But it would not be at all typical of Ruth. He was not a showboat. He let his bat talk for him, and I'm sure he didn't call the shot.
I will go to my grave not knowing for sure, but frankly not giving a damn. I'm glad the legend exists. That I am sure of.
Joe has had his moments. 2 balls and 2 strikes on it. Here's the pitch on the way. A swing and a belt. Left field. Way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
There's a drive at the deep left field. Look out now. That ball is going down. And Will Sperry, the number. And Gillespie hits it over the left field fence for a home run, and the Pirates win it 10-9 and win the World Series. And the fans go wild. Pirates are the champions of the world. As Bill Mazeroski, leading off in the last of the ninth, hits his second homer of this World Series. And in a final game that was dominated by homers, Hal Smith's three-run explosion in the eighth, Mazeroski in the ninth, Rocky Nelson in the first, Skowron in the fifth, and a three-run homer by Berra in the sixth. And the Pittsburgh Pirates are acclaimed the champions of the world. And the final score, the Pirates 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors.
But the game right now is at the plate. High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible